Introducing your new Dell PC, powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Because it's built with all-day battery, plus powerful AI features that help you do it all with ease. From editing images, to drafting emails, to summarizing large documents, to multitasking. So you can organize your holiday shopping, and make custom holiday decor, and search for great holiday deals, and respond to holiday requests, and customer questions, and customers requesting custom things, and plan the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC that helps you do it all faster, so you can get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/holiday. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
When it comes to what your family eats and drinks, you know your choices matter. You're the expert because you know what fits your life. And getting it right starts with good information. That's why America's beverage companies are sharing more information about our ingredients at goodtoknowfacts.org. No spin, no judgments, just the facts straight from the experts for more than 140 beverage ingredients. Visit goodtoknowfacts.org.
This is Optimal Finance Daily. Don't Eat the Doughnut by Craig Stevens of retirebeforedad.com. Achieving success in personal finance is simple but not easy. Make more money, spend less than you make, invest the surplus. That's the formula to become wealthy over time. The Nintendo fanboy in me calls this the Triforce of wealth. But doing those things requires habit, persistence, and a steady income. If personal finance were easy, everyone would be financially secure. Most people are not. Even as the US economy is at its strongest levels in more than a decade, an uncomfortable percentage of people are still living paycheck to paycheck. The temptation to spend an entire paycheck is powerful. Other factors challenge us too. Making money requires work, sometimes hard work. Not everyone is willing to do hard work. Work may be difficult to find, even as the macro economy is strong and opportunities to earn are widespread online. Lack of skills is often a hurdle, and smaller towns aren't experiencing the same low unemployment rates as the big cities. On top of all that, money makes us emotional, and our emotions can affect our decisions, often for the worse. Is it worth your time? Material objects entice us. Saving money is boring. Why save for tomorrow when you can live for today? Overcoming this mindset may be the most prominent challenge people face in their financial lives. When you invest your cash into income-producing assets, the principal remains yours, and it earns you more money, like dividends, rental income, etc. When you spend your money on an item or experience, the money is gone. To acquire more wealth, you have to earn it again. Earning more requires your time, muscles, and brain power. We all must spend money to eat, live in a home, and be entertained, but the fringe spending, that which doesn't add value to our lives, should be more heavily scrutinized. When considering non-essential purchases, it's helpful to determine its usefulness or entertainment value by estimating the amount of time you need to work to pay for it. For example, if an item costs $100 and you earn $20 per hour at a job, you'd need to work 5 hours to pay for it. That's a simplistic view. To be more accurate, the hidden costs such as taxes, commuting, wardrobe costs, daycare, etc. need to be factored in. Buying the item may actually cost 6 or 7 hours instead of 5. If you don't spend the $100, you are theoretically 6 or 7 hours closer to the date you can retire. I'm not making this stuff up. This way of thinking is a core principle in the book Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez, a favorite in the early retirement blogging community. I use this train of thought around my family sometimes. My kids are always sad to see me leave for work. When they are wasteful with food, I'll say something like, "Hey, Dad worked hard to buy that slice of pizza, and you took a nibble and threw it away, so I work for nothing." The same goes for leaving the lights on or spilling milk. This kind of thinking makes perfect sense in my head, but they don't get it yet. Speaking to my kids this way won't win me any parenting awards, that's for sure. But someday maybe it will sink in and they can apply it to their own lives. I like to use a weight loss analogy to illustrate this financial concept more simplistically. Don't eat the donut. Like personal finance, weight loss is simple but not easy. Eat less food, eat healthier foods, exercise more. That's the formula for maintaining a healthy weight. Doing those things also requires habit and persistence. Eating and attempting to lose weight are also highly emotional activities. Unhealthy sugary foods taste great and make us feel good in the short term, but not so good when we gain weight. Successfully losing weight requires willpower, mental courage, and the ability to cope with setbacks. Emotional support is paramount. I usually eat a banana or a packet of oatmeal for breakfast early each morning in the office. Some mornings I'll walk by the kitchen around 9:30 and there's a box with leftover donuts from an executive meeting. Since I already ate enough calories for breakfast, I don't need any more food. But I see free donuts and I want one. A typical donut contains about 400 calories. If I eat a donut after my regular breakfast, I'll fall behind on my summer weight loss goal. Do I eat it and enjoy the delicious taste and short-term happiness, or do I stay strong and walk away? Once eaten, the only options to compensate for the donut besides barfing are to eat fewer calories at a future meal or to exercise it off. Humans are pretty smart about this stuff, so we can calculate how much exercise it takes to burn off the donut. To burn about 400 calories, I'd need to walk 4 miles, run for 30 minutes at a moderate pace, swim for 45 minutes, play an hour of competitive badminton, play 4 hours of croquet, jump on a trampoline for 2 hours, play 2 hours of volleyball, or skip rope for 35 minutes. You get the picture. It's far easier not to eat the donut than it is to burn off the calories with exercise. Not to mention, the time you save not exercising can be spent doing something more enjoyable. Conclusion. Low annual spending is a critical factor in determining whether or not you can retire early. The lower your living expenses, the less money you'll need to save to cover them in retirement. As you save more money, your retirement date inches closer, but every non-essential expenditure means you'll need to work longer. This concept should be taken with a grain of salt. Extreme early retirees think this way. Most normal people don't. There's a balance between spending and saving. If you don't spend any money on good food, cool gadgets, and memorable experiences, you might become miserable. Where's the joy in saying no to donuts every time? Treat yourself every once in a while, even if the calories are on top of the usual breakfast. Donuts are delicious and they make us happy. That's why we budget. Build non-essential spending into your budget. Just make sure that your purchase is useful or fun and not a waste. Go ahead and eat the donut, but skip the third slice of pizza at dinner. You just listened to the post titled, "Don't Eat the Doughnut" by Craig Stevens of retirebeforedad.com.
Nobody wants to pay rent, but if you have to, Built makes it worth it. Built is revolutionizing how millions think about paying rent by rewarding their members with points and exclusive benefits around their neighborhood every single month. By paying rent through Built, you earn flexible points that can be redeemed towards hundreds of hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. But it doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants and earn additional points, get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios, and enjoy exclusive experiences just for Built members every month. Built is turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you. Earn points on rent and around your neighborhood, wherever you call home, by going to joinbuilt.com/OFD. That's JOINBILT.com/OFD. Make sure to use our URL so they know we sent you.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
If you've been listening for a while, you know that I'm a big fan of frugality. Learning to live frugally and actually enjoy it is probably the number one way I've improved my finances. And this is a topic that bears repeating because we've been conditioned since birth to be consumers. So it takes a lot of intentionality to push back against that. From a financial perspective, reduced expenses can create a double whammy scenario where you'll have more to save towards financial independence and retirement, but also, since your lifestyle is cheaper to fund, you'll have to save less, and therefore you'll reach financial independence sooner. I first built my frugal muscles by slowing down and being really mindful about the money I was spending. When I paused long enough to question my assumptions around what was a necessity, I was often surprised by the answer and delighted by my own creativity in getting my needs met. My thought process went something like this. Do I actually need this thing, or is it more of a want? Then I would question if I already had something that could be repurposed or if I could borrow this thing from a friend. If not, I would look into buying it used or do the necessary research to find the best price. Another way I've pushed back against my consumerist conditioning is by understanding the concept of hedonic adaptation, which states that people tend to return to a sort of set point of happiness after positive or negative events. So if I buy the new shiny thing, it's going to feel good for a little bit, and then it just becomes a part of my new normal, and that has diminishing returns on my happiness. And that will do it for another edition of Optimal Finance Daily. I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.